In the 15th year of Hongwu, Zhu Xiaoying died of illness at the age of 8. Queen Ma is also about to run out of lamp oil. Zhu Yun, who was only Grandma Emperor, what's wrong with you? Don't scare me. Grandma Huang's next words may not be understood by now, but you must remember. Grandma Huang, Yun will definitely listen to you, definitely not forgotten. Yun, this palace is full of intrigues from now on. You must pretend to be harmless in front of everyone, including your father and grandfather. Remember. Grandma, grandson remembers, our family's Yuntong is smart. Grandma Huang gave you a gift, you have to put it away, before you have the ability to protect yourself. Don't take this thing out. Your duty in the future is to protect Yuntong. The Finny office complied. Eldest brother, permission. Eldest brother, big brother, wait for me. Grandma, does the eldest brother not like me anymore? Yunshi, grandma is leaving. Remember what grandma told you and take care of yourself. Grandma Emperor. Grandma Emperor, you are back, you come back. Grandma Emperor. 3 months after Zhu Xiaoying's death, Ma Xiaoying Queen Ma died of illness in Cunning Palace. After Zhu Yuntong woke up from a coma, listen to the sound of monks chanting outside the house. He fell out. Big brother, don't you want me anymore? Where the hell have you gone? Yuntong, the eldest brother, has gone to the future. Hundreds of years later, their men can fly on it can also transmit sound thousands of miles away. That's right. This book is called History. It records our Ming Dynasty, all the big things up to the time I live now. Big brother teaches you to read. Yuntong, you kneel down, big brother begs you to do something. Eldest brother. The second grandson, His Highness Yunwen, is in front of the spirit of the queen. They have been guarding for 2 nights. Now that you're awake, it's time for you to go to the wake. It is not a loss to be Lu's lackey. You have to pretend to be harmless in front of everyone. What about filial piety? Girl, get up quickly. We order you to get up. If you don't, let's reintern a new queen. From now on, no one will talk in our ears again. No one will ever give us fragrant. Queen Mother, the son is unfilial, the son came back too late. At this time, the cries of Zhu Di, Zhu Lu, and Zhu came from outside the door. They had just arrived from the domain. Get up since you're back. Then go first and offer incense to your mother. What about the prince and the others? Why didn't you see him coming? Enjoying, your majesty. His Highness the Crown Prince is slightly unwell. What did the imperial doctor say after seeing it? Back to your majesty. The imperial physician said that His Highness the Crown Prince only occasionally felt the wind and cold. There is nothing wrong with the body. It only takes a few days of meditation to recuperate. The top imperial doctors in the imperial hospital have long been ordered by Meth. Rest of these in accordance with your majesty's imperial. Yana is a little beast in the future. He must not be allowed to ride on my son Yun Mosquito's head. You have to think of the crown princess, the slave. I don't know if you still remember. The next day, Zhu Yunming is a rumor of a malevolent star spread rapidly in the palace soon. It also reached Zhu Yuanzhang's ears. Darn. Yuntong's destiny turned out to be a heavenly evil star. Our eldest grandson and sister were all Return to your majesty. The slaves really You go and convey our will. The servants complied. It seems that what the eldest brother said in his dream has really begun to come true one by one. I don't have anyone I can trust and Lu's conspiracy is You can't even figure out the difference between legitimate and illegitimate with this pickle. Dare to serve a mere commoner first, tear you blind. Second brother, don't disturb your mother because of this little thing. Just stop. Don't get out of here. Yuntong, come to the second uncle's side. Don't worry, come, you eat. Thank you, second uncle. If one day I ascend the throne to relieve today's My brother pays respects to the crown prince's eldest brother. Brothers don't need so much courtesy. I came to offer a fragrant fragrance to the queen mother. The son is allowed to meet his father and mother, child mosquitoes. See father, mother, and concubine. Yun met his father and succeeded the crown princess. Exemption from ceremony. The crown princess, Lu, saw that the three Qin kings completely ignored her thinking about their respect for the former crown princess Chang before the two are compared, secretly held a grudge against the three of them. In his heart, I ask you, where's the token of the Fini division? I report to your majesty, before the queen dies. The token of the Fini division has been handed over to His Highness Yun, and strictly ordered the slaves and other Girl, is Yuntong the final choice you make? Since the rumors in the palace have spread that it is the lone star of the heavens Zhu Yuntong, in order to escape the persecution of the Lu family, he lives against the wall every day. However, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince has not been in good health recently. It is said that Isn't it? Even the Crown Princess and His Highness Yun X are sick right now. It made the entire Eastern Palace panic. I was afraid that I would get too close to Zhu Yuntong. Are you jumping? How can you say this kind of nonsense? Just understand it in your heart. If it spreads, you can't keep. Lu bought a palace made in advance. Today is going to give Zhu Yun the final blow. Create a shrimp memoir. Zhu Yun is the embodiment of ominousness. He has become a terrible, ominous person. Original shrimp memoir. Original out of gas. Mrs. Lu, you are so cruel. Biao, what do you think about this? In fact, Zhu Biao had heard the rumors in the palace for a long time, but Father, about the fate of the child, have you ever asked someone to make a calculation? We found several people. The child who is accompanied by the star understands. Let's be honest, we don't really know what this invincible. Presumably, It should be able to solve. It's a pity. Come on. Quickly send the imperial doctor in. Father Huang, son, it's just that the wind is a little cool at night. It will be better after a short. When it's cold, add more. The rumors about the recent rumors. What do you plan to do with it? Although these rumors may not be true, but I can't believe it doesn't exist. Yun is only 4 years old now. Still. As for other matters, Che-du listened to his father's arrangements. The imperial grandson agreed to accept the order. I have to stay away, I'm afraid. Your Majesty has given you a verbal instruction. The Emperor's grandson Yuntong. Even the grandfather listened to those. This. We are here. Let's clean up first. Later, we will move to the prayer monastery to live. Your Highness the imperial grandson. Lead. Let's keep going, and we don't have to have the same knowledge. It only adds to the troubles. Zhu Yuntong was silent. All the way was led by Qingling to the new residence, Iqinian Yuan. The prayer hall was originally the hall of prayer for Valiant, is the sacrificial hall where Zhu Yuanzhang prayed for the peace. The deep meaning contained in it is naturally self-evident. It is really a misery and a blessing. Who would have thought Original shrimp memories. His Royal Highness, the bedroom has been tidied up. In the slave, go to the kitchen supervisor to ask about your lunch today. Although you can swim happily in this small pond, but after all, he was still. And what about me? Why not? It seems that the status is extremely noble. In fact, it was just banned by this huge palace. Oh, it turns out that Miss Qingling is coming. The little one is really disrespectful, guilty and sinful. What is the reason? As long as it is what you order, even if the little one goes through fire and water, he will definitely go all out. We guarantee that it will be done properly for you. Qingling. Exactly, I am now on duty beside His Highness Yun. Qingling girl, I will not hide it from you. The Eastern Palace just sent a message. It is said that you only need to send ingredients to the prayer. So you ask, who gave such a ridiculous order? Qingling girl, please raise your hand. Let the villain go. You see, if you can't follow the instructions of. Yes, yes, yes. Just now, the chef told the servants we need to cook the meals ourselves in the future. It's okay, since that's the case. Then let's do it ourselves. But you have to ask them to prepare all kinds of seasonings. But Your Highness, slaves don't cook. What's going on? What are you doing here in a daze? Hurry up and go to the kitchen supervisor to study hard. Oh. Okay, Your Highness. See clearly Ling's reaction, just know it's not like the eyeliner that Lucier put next. How to survive in this court in the future? How can I find out the cause of my mother's concubine, that my eldest brother said? Original shrimp memoir. What is the purpose of the original shrimp? The old man just told me about the views on kingship and hegemony. Your Highness, wonder what you think about this, Master. After the students have listened, deeply touched. Case then first ask His Highness Yunj. Those who use force to rule the world in the name of benevolence and righteousness, it can be called hegemony. He was revered as king the royal way. And hegemony is not advisable, and the emperor's eldest grandson is truly intelligent. At a young age I can understand the words of the saints so deeply. I really admire it. Think of the ancient sages at the same age as the emperor's eldest grandson. I'm afraid that's not all. Students are ignorant. How can students have such opinions? It is all thanks to you must have heard His Highness. If the enemy is disobedient, then just crush him directly. Allow. How dare you talk nonsense in this solemn school? I really don't know how high the sky is. Don't apologize to the master quickly. I have been teaching in this school for many years. It can be said that peach and plum are all over the world. Back in the day, I am a proud protege of Mr. Song, the prince's teacher. Will teach deviant students like Zhu Yuntong. So according to what you said, what is domineering? Even if the enemy bows to me and obeys orders, still have to run over it without hesitation. You. That then how should I explain the way of Confucianism? The so-called Confucianism and Taoism are before crushing the enemy. Let your majesty punish you. Zhuyun, look at the good things you have done. This is good, and the master is angry. I'll see how you end up. What happened in the main hall? He did. It has reached. Zhu Yuanzhang's face was as heavy as water at this moment. Your Majesty, Master Zhang from the main hall asks to see you. Let him in. Standard, enter the palace and see you often. I see. Let's put it bluntly, I am not teaching in the. Seeing Zhu Yuanzhang without saying a word, he stood aside, with his head bowed uneasily for fear of angering the grumpy king. Master Zhang, we. Confused, call His Highness Yun Mosquito the eldest grandson. This is touching the Emperor's reverse scales, and. Your Majesty, I really don't mean that. Please be discerning, don't misunderstand me. Isn't that what you mean? Could it be that you think that the alliance is already old and faint? Can you be fooled at will? Or, come on. Drag this unknown Master Zhang out to me. In addition, confiscate his family property. The whole family is exiled to the frontier. The son and the minister pay their respects to their father. I wonder if your body... Yoon Miss, what knowledge have you learned in the main hall today? A quick talk to the father. Zhu Yun saw that Zhu Biao was interested in talking to him. Tell the words that have been rehearsed many times in your heart. Finally, Zhu Yun's treasonous word. Seeing Zhu Biao's brows furrowed, I took it for granted that Zhu Biao was disgusted. His own teacher Song Jigua thought contrary to the ideas of the father, even if the teacher is known as a great. But my father saw that I was becoming more. But with... Why did my father... What do you think about Confucianism? Father, Biao, you are wrong. If you are just a commoner, there is nothing wrong with having such an idea. However, don't forget, you are the future. He lived in the same era as the saints. The 100 theories that survived after the big waves. Is it really impossible to get on the stage? Well, Mark, it should be noted that this is the emperor's weapon to control everyone. How can we make it the other way around? What about becoming a cough? Do you really think so? Those... Is this... Not really. In their eyes, it is the only one that can help them break through class restrictions. It's just a way to realize your dream. Don't take those civil servants too seriously. To put it bluntly, these people are just speculators and egoists. This is the performance of the Jinui. Zhu Biao read the memorial carefully. I was deeply shocked by the content. Why is this so? My teacher him. How could he do such a... It is investigated Pujiang County, under the jurisdiction. Among them, up to 190,000 acres of land belong to Song Lian. The vast majority of the people in Pujiang County can only work as tenant farmers for the Song family. It's hard to live since the Song dynasty stepped into the Central Eastern Palace. It has risen to become the most powerful official group in the court except for the nobles of Ju and Shi. The way to govern the country lies in skillfully maintaining the balance of forces of all parties. Since the defeat of Hu Weiyong and Lu Boan, the civil and military disputes in the court instantly intensified. Zhu Yuanzhang spent a lot of thought to finally weaken the strength of all parties. Zhu Biao also stopped advocating Confucianism from then on, and changed pragmatic and down-to-earth. His Highness the Crown Prince eats all. Please don't blame Yuntong. It is all the dereliction. Failed to fulfill his responsibility to urge him. That's it, let's not worry about him over there. Yun, you have to study. That's it, only in the future can we have the... That's great, the prince has chosen my son to be the future. Lu was overjoyed. I didn't understand Zhu Biao's voice at all. The annual prince's academic examination is approaching. Zhu Yuanzhang attaches great importance to the education of his descendants. The punishment for not... Nephew Yun, my good son, 16 uncle, I have something here. I can help you with this. 16th uncle, what do you want me to do for you? In 2 days, he will face the assessment. Nephew, can you pull Uncle 16? Doesn't Uncle 16 know the fate of his work? You really embarrass your nephew, as long as we do it seamlessly. Don't be caught. Naturally, nothing will... It's just that my nephew, and I have to take a huge risk this time. Understand, I know it in my heart. That's good, I will give you 5 tael. Pay you 50 taels. Take this risk for some. Uncle Huang, why don't you give up on this matter? Then you make a price. 100 taels. Yun, don't you want to rob it? Where can it be compared to make 100? You. Why did you? Obviously, you made a joke first if Uncle 16. Then 16th uncle, you can. All right, that's 100 taels. However, if the final if you don't do well and this time, I didn't see this Zhu Yuntong listening to. The value of this 100 taels of flowers. Zhu. On the other hand, Zhu Yun waved the hall square. Yes. This will happen again in the future. Uncle 16 can be handed over as long as the money is in place. No, our uncle and nephew are all based on family affection. Don't talk about money. What a bunch of bastards. Wangda, hurry up to the main hall. Get all the exam papers for us. Let's take a look and review it ourselves. These two little rabbits, how dare you cheat in the exam at such a young age? Let's take a good look. That is, this word really needs to be improved. Then there was Yun Mosquito's exam paper is long to actually won the first place in the main hall. If left unchecked, it may lead to great disaster. It ended up being the last name. Why did you cook so many dishes at once? First, your dragon body recovers. Second, Yunwen won the top spot in the year-end exam. I thought Yun Mosquito. Why? Or is there something? Report to your majesty the imperial grandson Zhu. Convey our will and order the Jinui to follow and protect in secret. Girl, just a few months have passed. Why is it that only Yun is the only child who still thinks about you? This place is the Shaoling tomb. Idle people can't wait to get closer. Hurry up and ladies and gentlemen, this is His Highness Zhu Yun, the second son of Today, His Highness came to the Shaoling Mausoleum to pay homage to I hope Fast. Open the door immediately. At this time, Zhu Yuntong was immersed in the past. I didn't notice the jade pendant that Qingling took out at Ali saw that I was released. He walked towards the mausoleum. Qingling. I have never asked. Who sent you here? Turn to look at Zhu Yun. Who's... Could it be that the crown princess sent you? No. Could it be that His Majesty sent you here? Is it difficult? Yes, the slaves came from Cunning Palace. Qingling, look at you and seem to recognize this token. Tell me what it is for. Original Shrimp Memoir. Create a memoir of His Highness. Qingling does know the origin and function of this. However, the queen gave an order before she. I beg your highness to forgive me. Qingling did not dare to However, please rest assured, your highness, we have no crooked intentions at all. The will of the imperial grandmother. That's it, it's the arrangement of the emperor's grandmother. Your. It has always been a sister. Qingling, why are you panicking? Your Highness, Your Majesty has specially found a teacher for you at this moment. I am waiting for you to meet me in the courtyard. Teacher. That's right, Your Highness. There was a figure standing upright in the center of the yard. Student Zhu has met Mr. The person in front of him is not very old. He is a contemporary Taoist leader. He is also the chief seal of the Dao Lu division. But why? This is also the first time in my life that I have been someone else's teacher. The future is Please also ask Your Highness Haihan, since you have become my teacher. Then call me Yun. I can have a highly respected person like Mr. as my teacher. Are you serious about this? Wouldn't you be joking with the poor Taoist? Oh, that's great. How tiring it is to. Mr. is very young. Let me tell you the truth. But the more critical factor is my father is the 42nd generation of heavenly masters. I am forced to inherit my father's business. Didn't expect this Mr. Zhang to be quite sincere. Then dare to ask. Do you intend to teach me some? Exercise me, how to The so-called exercise is naturally exercise. Hey, little girl, go and make a cup of hot tea for the Taoist leader. By the way, there is one more thing to trouble you. The Taoist priest is still hungry. When I cook later, remember to count. This guy really knows how to make people work. This is still some time before eating. Sir, did your... Actually, I won't hide it from you. The main thing is to let me help you change your temperament. But sir, like running, walking on horseback. I never said that. Then I am not busy in vain this morning. Hey! Just for our rare master-apprentice fate, I decided to teach you some real skill. I also come back tomorrow morning. You came back at the right time. Take off your clothes quickly. Go inside this barrel. Sir, what exactly is in? How can there be such? What is contained in the Yong is the precious forging body that has been passed down from the Jingyi sect. Move faster. If you delay any longer when the water cools down, it has no effect. It sounds like a secret medicine, and Zhang Yuchu was personally arranged by Zhu Yuan. Zhang absolutely will not harm yourself. Zhu Yun climbed into the barrel. Endure. After Zhu slowly adapted to the extremely strong medicinal fragrance made. Isn't there any other special feeling? It was as if my whole body was warm. That's it, let's get ready to. This rod is heavy and top heavy. It was difficult to pick it up with my strength. Sir, you shouldn't be deliberately teasing me. Or try it according to the method he taught first. Original Shrimp Memoir 1. Yes, His Highness Yun is young. The heart is so tenacious. Now that I have become your teacher, you have to be guided on the right path. Otherwise, with this temperament, if you drill the tip of the horn, whether you will ascend to that throne in the future. He still went to the place. Qingling girl, where is my tea? The teapot was on the table over there. You won't go over it yourself. You have to let people serve. Pure spirit. Pour a cup of tea for Mr. Tu. Waiting is not just a simple time to kill, it is also a kind of. Yun, forget the fishing rod in your hand for a moment. Calm down. Think back to the reluctance to touch it in your mind. Accompanied by Zhang Yuchu's words, the floodgate of Zhu Yun's memory opened. Suddenly he remembered Zhu Yuanzhang's indifference and alienation. I remembered that my father Zhu Biao ignored him. I even remembered Lu's cold eyes. I didn't expect that my student was still young. There are so many negative emotions in my heart. If you can't guide the explanation in time, I am afraid that he will be a tyrannical and ruthless person in the Yun. There is a Yana, grand. Listen to your grandmother, eat more, grow up. My child, my mother didn't take good care of you. Allow. Your Highness, Your Highness. What happened to me just now? Why does it feel like a long, illusory dream? To use my Taoist saying, it is a metaphor. Yuntong, you almost went crazy just now. In layman's terms, it was almost crazy. It's all your fault. I think you clearly have bad intentions. Student Yuntong would like to thank Mr. for his careful guidance. If it weren't for the gentleman's wake-up today, I am. You don't have to be so polite. It's just that you have too many things backlogged in your heart. This time alone is probably not enough. Then Mr. Lao will bother. Qingling, go. Zhang. Tomorrow, Yuntong will still be taught according to the original plan. Yuntong. I will follow your wishes. At this moment, no one knew what he was thinking. Congratulations to the Crown Princess. What a great joy. It has been ordered that His Highness Yun Mosquito will inherit the position. Behind Zhu Yun was the Huaishi noble. As the second son, the opportunity is still greater than that of Yun Mosquito, but now Zhu Yuntong chooses to cultivate Taoism. He also worshipped the Heavenly Master as his teacher. It seems that Civil servant. Even the news you brought this time is very timely. I will The slaves are willing to repay this kindness. This eunuch knows too much. When he came back after sending the letter, he would find an opportunity to dispose of it quietly. Don't leave any. B. Sir, today is the day of the opening of the main hall. The students are ready to go to the main hall to listen to the lecture. There is no need to go. Your Majesty has already ordered it. From now on, you don't need to go to the main hall again. Just stay with me and concentrate on your studies. Is what the gentleman said true? Zhu Yunwen, I want to ask you, do you know why Yin didn't come today? Zhu Yun went to learn Taoism. He is about to become a Taoist priest. What? Learning the Tao and being a Taoist. What Taoist priest? Tell us about it. Zhu Yun planned to enter the Tao. The news quickly spread throughout the palace, and what makes people talk about it even more. There are also rumors of It's not lively. Chang Yechen's eldest son, blessed by the grace of my late father, and every day I don't think about making progress, spending my days drinking and drink. You go back to the room first. Come on in. Big brother, news has just come from the palace. Since then, he has been a monk. Zhu Yun became a monk. The reason why my Chang family has a place in the nobility, it is not relying on the although the eldest son Zhu Xiongying unfortunately suffered a fate. But Hao Wen still has his second son Zhu Yun. As for the Lu family and the the future glory and wealth of the Chang family, I also hope that this nephew can inherit the throne. Big brother, it's all over here. How should we respond? How do I know what to do? Uncle, he is far away in Yunnan at the moment. There is not even discuss with Li Shanchang. Eldest brother, are you crazy? Not long. In that case, it is according to your opinion. What should we do? We must not go to the prince's place. Although but it is still in its prime if we skip the prince. So, in my opinion, it's better to pretend that you don't know anything about. Maybe you can avoid. Is it really feasible to do this? In case you. So what should I do? This is no small matter, eldest brother, at present. This is the only way to do it. As long as our Chang family makes a slight move, Jiangnan group will definitely take the opportunity to make a big fuss once they poke things to His Majesty. Let's explain it again. It is also difficult to. Big brother, it's an extraordinary time right now. You should be more or less restrained. What a Chang Mao. Simply a fool. It's really too far from his brother. I really don't know that. How did you raise such an unbearable son? Today's Jinyui's secret memorial on the imperial table is piled up like most of them revolve. But he had no intention. Lu's little thought that he could hide it from us. Corrected her and wanted her to serve Zhu. Look at Lu's also some means, and Biao is a prince after all. So Zhu Yintong. Zhu Yun actually worshipped the Taoist priest as a teacher. Could it be that Your Majesty, and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, have you really made up your mind to abandon Zhu Yun? Jing Wugong's mansion should have received the... Why is there no movement on... It is directly related to the fate of the Lan family and the Chang family. Why didn't either of these two foreign men report to the... I see the general. It is all to blame for being incompetent and failing to manage these captives well. So this is truly a grave crime, and I request the general to punish him severely. I think you were still diligent in the past. This time it will be light. After returning to the DPRK, the class received the punishment of the 10 military sticks on their own, but if you can offer 10 enemy troops before returning to the court, you can atone for your sins and avoid this punishment. Thank you, General, for your kindness. The humble position must abide by the general's teachings and make merit. Little baby, how old are you this year? Lord Hui, I am 11 years old this year. Where is your home? The villain is from Kunyang Prefecture. This child is captured and can still think so quickly, it's really interesting. Get up and reply. You're injured. Back. If you shout, it may be difficult to protect. A clever and intelligent doll. Come on, take him down to treat his injuries quickly. Clean it again. Find a clean outfit to put on. From now on let him stay by his side as a personal guard. The grass people thank the general for his kindness. What are you doing when you come here to me? Checkmate regarding the child you just accepted. The general had just taken him as a personal soldier. What are the problems? Checkmate just now. The military doctor found it when he was treating the child's injuries, especially the location of the wound, the area located under the lower abdomen. It hurt that key place. Wouldn't this child not be able to become a real man in the future? Is it really impossible to keep it? It's General Qi and General Fu Yud, General of the Southern Expedition, and Marquis Fu Yud of Inchuan. General Fu planned to escort the official scrolls of the go to the capital Yingtian. If someone was special. Are there any materials to be offered to the emperor together? Lan Yue. This general hasn't even had time to ask you yet. What's your name? General Huey's name is Ma Sanbao. You should be very clear about your situation, the position of the general's personal soldiers. I'm afraid you won't be able to do it under your current conditions. I am just a humble... How dare you ask for any so-called creation? Tomorrow morning, you bring this person and... Yuntong, those rumors outside recently, you should have heard of it, right? I wonder what you think about this. In fact, for those rumors I don't have many special thoughts after. I don't think these rumors are a bad. Contrary, I even think they are a good thing. Sir, what I said is the truth. Moreover, even in the face of these rumors, what can I do to stop it? I'm just a... What can be done? A founding king as talented as the emperor's grandfather. How could it not even be invented? First, he is secretly laying out something. Second, all other disturbances. Please ask this girl to convey it on your behalf. Let's talk about the eunuch Liu Fu. I have come to pay my respects to His Highness the Emperor's grandson. Your Highness, there is an old lady blue outside, said he. How could an old eunuch come to see me? Let them in. What are you here for? Old slave, the inner envoy supervisor is in charge. See His Highness the Imperial son. Your Highness. Slave blessings, meet His Highness the Imperial son. Could it be that Liu is secretly tinkering with the fame again? Want to send someone to monitor my every move? You might as well try it first. I don't need anything to serve here. You should take him back. How can this be good, Your Highness the Imperial son? According to the rules of the palace, should be accompanied by a personal. The old slave did this completely according to the rules. How can... Your Highness, calm your anger. Your Highness, calm your anger. The old slave, now he has moved out of the East Palace. Assign the things that are called. Directly sent people to him. How? Okay. People stay here, you can retreat first. Yes, Your Highness. Clear spirit, you led the newcomer to familiarize yourself with the ring in our yard. By the way, tell him about the rules here. Yes, Your Highness. Tim. Your name is... The name... Who built it for you? The name slave... What are you doing? SHS. Your Highness, be careful. Who is this letter to me? Return to Your Highness. This is what General Lan Yu ordered the slave to pass. Yuntong. Ma Sanbao is a great child uncle, especially. Tianfu, your real name. Back to His Highness. But in the long history, Ma Sanbao, can I trust you? Return to offer. I'm looking back to your mad. In the 25th year of Hong Wuzhu, There is Zhu Yun supported by the Jiangnan civil official group. The limelight is. Therefore, he asked Zhang Yuchu to help him contact Duke Chen. Alas, it's just that I accidentally caught a cold and Duke Chow, I won't hide it from you, I have some knowledge of medicine. I am just a little problem, and I have a master. Duke. As long as you meditate for a few days, cousin, you're fine. Allow. Cousin? Cousin's cousin. As for the reasons behind it, I will explain it to you in detail later. I hope my cousin believes what I say. Say goodbye. Cousin, you must believe me. Otherwise. Dad, what do you mean by? Or is there any other meaning, you? How can I understand? Huayanho. Central. Could it be that he wants to harm me? I have never had anything to do with the Marquis of Huayan, but why is this Hua Yunlong's son Huazhong? But you want to harm me? Could it be that Zhu Di, the king of Yen, didn't want to see me? You know, the king of Yen guarded the Beiping border. But there is no military power in his hands. San Suda was in charge of the Peking military power, but as the father-in-law of the king of, he has been hiding in the barracks and never going out. Master, your majesty has arrived. The grassmanly Jinglong bowed to his majesty. Bower, look at your face, so pale. Have you ever asked a doctor to come for diagnosis? I just occasionally got a little cold. It wasn't a big deal, please rest assured, your majesty. We originally planned to do it this morning. The emperor issued a decree, ordered you to go. Isn't the emperor blaming himself for dropping the chain at a critical moment, or he suspected that he had already been notorious? Your majesty. I hope. But I already feel that my body has recovered a lot at this moment. You can set off for the north now. Don't worry, let's hear that you are. Come in. This is the best imperial physician in the Thai hospital. Central China. He was the son of Huayan, the Marquis of Huayan, Hua Yunlong. Unlike his father, this son does not like to dance with knives and guns. Instead, he likes to visit famous doctors all over the country to learn medical skills. Now in the imperial hospital, it can be called the most skilled imperial physician in medicine. Like being struck by lightning, Zhu Yunsai at this moment, his majesty actually brought this person. Zhu Yunlai must not be revealed. Otherwise, the consequences are. Duke Chow was polite. Under the report, Chow. This toxin is. It is invading Chow Guogong's heart and lungs and other important organs if it is not treated in time, I am afraid. Hua Aiqing, according to your opinion, is there any effective treatment? Report. I do know the method of treating this disease. An Weichen's medicine box happens to be equipped with all kinds of medicinal materials needed. Weichen immediately began. Hurry up and boil the medicine. The diagnosis results of Huazhong and Zhang Yuchu are completely different. Wen Hong had already believed Zhu Yun's words at this time, and he felt more and more that this central China must have something to do with the king of Yan today. If there is only one person in China, I had. Chow Guogong, it is unwise. You should. You little rabbit. At such an age, are you still afraid of drinking medicine? It's just ridiculous. Your Majesty, Duke Chao's illness, it takes 3 or 4 months to carefully condition it if you want to completely eradicate it. Wei Chen now leaves the prescription, just take 1 dose a day, did you hear that? Take the medicine on time according to the prescript. Ione will come to see you again in a few days. Dad, who was the person who boiled the medicine just now? You just boiled. It was Yun who specifically reminded me. Be careful of the Huayan Marquis Huazhong. What? It turned. Dad, since you know it's Central China, why are you... At that time, His Majesty was in front of me. How could I dare? But it's strange to say. After drinking... However, I feel that my body bones have some... Original memoirs. Do you think it was your cousin who deliberately made fun? Original impossible memoir. Although Yuntong has... Original, but as far as I know, he is by no means the kind of person who has a perverse personality and is mischief. Father, some of the medicine residue left... Someone will be sent to the medical center outside later. Please check it with the doctor if there is anything wrong with this medicine. Let's find... Over the years, you've done one thing right. It's... There was also a prescription. After checking the prescription... For months later, he finally passed away. Is everything impossible to change after all? I regret it. Regret? No. Juyun has reminded many times. In the end, the evidence of Hua poisoning and killing Chao Wugong was found. Come. Take Central China. The mastermind behind... It's just a pity that the key evidence at the moment. It was destroyed under the ancestral protection. Suda unfortunate. Zhu Di, the king of Yen, successfully obtained military power in Peiping. He also announced to the world. The maid Nangon Yu paid her respects to His Highness. This is not it. The female official who served directly next to the emperor's grandmother, please get up too. Thank you. What are the identities? Return to the imperial grandson. The slave's name is Nangon Yu. The last General Zhang Shi is the commander of the Cunning Palace Forbidden Army. Female officials of the Southern Palace, I remember seeing you in Cunning Palace. You are the deputy leader of the Thingy Divis. Ione don't know who the leader of this Thingy division is. Back to His Highness's word before the wash. This is very good. In this case, Thingy C was originally a poor homeless woman. To get the Thingy division was separated from the commander's mansion. It is personally managed by the Queen. Took control of the Thingy division. I sent it easy for me, control the entire harem. But why didn't the emperor's grandmother hand over the Thingy? Your Majesty, does Your Majesty know? His Majesty did. The servants did not dare to. That. Didn't Your Majesty say a word after hearing this? Grandpa Huang treated me coldly. Why did you? What thoughts did the emperor's grandfather have? General Zhang. Look at your figure. It must be a fierce general who charges into battle. I am curious. You can help me explain it to His Highness for me. Your Highness, don't blame. Zhang Shi has never been good at If there is any offense, I hope your highness will be more tolerant. But I just saw that he spoke neatly, right? Your highness, what he just said, it was the slave who taught him word by word. No problem, no problem. I see. How could I be reckless about such trivial matters? In fact, only the queen and the slaves know about his life experience. He is Zhang Dingbian's only son. I don't know how many people are still in this cunning palace now. Return to your highness. There are still 20 palace maids in cunning palace, 10 eunuchs, in addition to a full 300 guards. Original shrimp. Your highness, the secret agents of the Phoenix Ceremony Office are divided into 2 categories. One type is... In this magpie, some of them are high-ranking officials and military generals. There are also some who are the concubines of the nobles, and some are in the harem. They serve those concubines with... As for the sparrow, is mainly receive information. At present, the number of sparrows is as high as more than 900. It can be said that it is all over the place. The thingy division also... It was secretly formed by the Minister 7. The current emperor knows nothing about this. And its function is... It is used... Can help His Highness control. The emperor's grandmother had already guessed that something would happen in the future. Can the loyalty of these people really be guaranteed? Especially those spies, will they always be loyal to me? Your Highness, don't worry, I guarantee my life. Original shrimp memories, Your Highness. Original shrimp. Original shrimp memoirs. Those people are still standing still. The information you collect on weekdays, do you want to send it to His Majesty? Return to Your Highness. The thingy division will keep a copy of the original information, then another copy was copied and sent to His Majesty for review. Your Majesty's process is as usual, but there are a few more key points you need to set. I will go and arrange the relevant matters later. Please rest assured, Your Highness. By the way, what is the way thingy division recruits newcomers? Where did they get their training? And where do the funds come from? Every year in and those thingy will buy these children and settled outside this. As for fundigis, also you should prepare a few things for this king immediately. Remember to be sure. Ministry of Rites, choose an auspicious day of the zodiac first. The ceremony of canonization of the prince was held for the emperor's grandson, Zhiyun Mosquito, and the imperial grandson Zhiyun. Report. That's it then. It is decided to do the canonization in 3 days. However, this I respectfully follow Your Majesty's instructions. Grandson, Zhiyun when flatten. The report is over. Grandson Yun meets the emperor. Oh? Come and see us today. Is it commensurate with the status of a grandson, rather than a foreign minister? Yun Tong came this time. There are some... Oh? What are you looking for us? Cook the... Sealed my fiefdom to Lingnan Prefecture. Phil. Do you know what kind of place Lingnan? It is sparsely populated and barren. Original shrimp memoir. The original shrimp recalls Emperor Shi's grandfather. The original shrimp memoir. The reason why son... How do you... Are you capable enough? Since ancient times, there... Although my grandson is still young, I am still young, but I am also eager to contribute to our Ming dynasty. Even if it... The big deal is to start over from the beginning. Sister. Yun, in a few days you will be made a This book is This was found by chance in the Taoist library now. I will give it to you. I hope you can study carefully. And, sir, I am not hiding it from you. The students will soon. Yun, the land of Lingnan is not simple. There is a miasma, dense mountains and forests, and it is by no means a good place. In the eyes of others, Lingnan may. In that case, then you go to Lingnan this time to become a vassal state. What can I, as a gentleman, do for you? What about money? Don't count on it. Our Taoists don't have any family background. Mother, concubine. Oh, what makes you so happy? You don't. Seriously. It's true, mother. Even Zhu Yun's uncle who read the imperial decree. The face is the same as the bottom of the pot. I will leave for Lingnan in 3 days. This time he went. I wonder if you can get this. The term given by His Highness is 5 years, although these 5 years. Original shrimp, take care of it. I don't know where you want to move the thingy division. Original shrimp memoirs, Shaoling. Original shrimp mem. There's one more thing to deal with original shrimp memoirs recently. This matter needs to be investigated by Sun Chen. After he goes to Lingnan for field investigation, only then can specific plans and decisions be made. Now, I am talking here. Even if it is said to be exaggerated, it's just talking on paper. This kid definitely. How could you choose Lingnan prefect? So what do you need to go to Lingnan to become a Don't tell us. You are here today. The emperor's grandfather is indeed. Sun Chen did ask for something. Then listen to me. The emperor's grandfather and grandson have 3 requests on of them. I ask you to give Confucius the military and political power of Lingnan prefecture and allow grandchildren to appoint. And this cold meaning, even such a character do you dare to write a ship, not to mention Ruchang Rong. You explain it to us honest. About the Duke of Song, he is famous and has great. If there is Don't think about Fengsheng's matter anymore, but for others, we can give it to you. Now let's talk about it. We give you these many benefits. What can you give back to us? I didn't expect the emperor's grandfather to agree so readily. About Fengsheng, Duke of Song, I didn't expect the slightest grandson. 3 million taels. At present the entire Lingnan prefecture is taxed for 1 year. It is only a mere 200,000 taels. Can you pay? Original shrimp memoirs. Can you pay 3 million taels in 3 years? The original shrimp memoir is simply. Do you really know what 3 million taels means? Original shrimp memoir. Original shrimp memoirs back to the emperor's grandfather. Original shrimp memoir. If the emperor's grandfather can give Fuyud, the Duke of Inqua, to Sun Chen to call, then Sun Chen is sure to raise another million taels in total. A total of 4 million taels of silver can be handed over to the treasury. Haha, you monkey cub. Seeing that Fengsheng couldn't do it, immediately hit Fuyud again. Let us tell you. Obediently go to Lingnan and go to the domain. Sun Chen respectfully obeyed the will of his grandfather. If this is allowed, the governance of Lingnan will fail. This is not just his personal honor and disgrace. What was lost was the face of our old Zhu family's royal family. If Zhu Yun can do it within 3 years, 3 million taels of silver were paid as scheduled. Then you only need to get from the inner treasury, take out 100,000 taels of silver as support. You can reap a huge return of 3 million taels. This deal is simply a steady profit without loss. I, Sai, see your majesty. Sai, we want you to draft 2 imperial edicts order, appointing Sei as the chief historian of the Lingnan Prince's palace. Ru Rui served as the deputy chief historian of the Lingnan County Prince's mansiones. For Zhang Shi, he served as the commander of the Lingnan County Prince's palace. He was transferred from the position of... But how can it be like being assigned 0 this second imperial edict? We specially ordered Zhu Yuntong, the Prince of Ling, and the specifications of Lingnan Prefecture were raised by half a level. Since then, it has been renamed Lingnan Xuanwei Provincial Administration. Sai, tomorrow you need to go to the prayer house to read this decree I sent to the prayer home. The servants complied. Uncle and second uncle, the foreign man has a question here, and wants to... He was a noble figure. Yes, it is this quasi-Western noble. In the future, this Huaishi noble will definitely become my life-threatening charm. Put me to death. Absolutely impossible. This is simply... Yun, what nonsense. Big brother, don't rush to interrupt yet. Let Yun finish speak. Now this group of meritorious aristocrats in Huaishi, but it is really an unjust act. I'm afraid you two oppress the people a lot on weekdays, right? Not to mention the... Or do you have your own father, who is a solid backer lying on the... Today's Huaishi nobles are simply... Uncle, second uncle, let me ask you again. Leave my father and uncles aside, just me and Zhu Yunmo. You feel like the emperor's grandfather who would... He deserves it too. Do you dare to touch the throne after leaving the palace? Contrary to him, what do you say, second brother? Since the unfortunate death of... Again, those Huaishi nobles usually behave. We are all like a mirror in our hearts. It's nothing more than because you can still control the situation. I'm afraid our fate will be unimaginable. Yun, tell your uncle quickly. What should we do now? Plead guilty and accept punishment, if you want to get out of it. The greedy money must be returned in full to those who suffer. Reasonable. The emperor's grandfather has always attached great importance to family affairs. There is a father in the court to take care of it. At least the Chong family and the Lon family must be not beautiful. The flatbread has been drawn. The things that should be told are also clear. If then don't blame me for being ruthless. In the future, eggs cannot be placed in one basket. Only rely on the Huaishi nobles. That's like raising a dog. Your Majesty, the 2 brothers of the Chong family have already left the palace. There will be good shows to watch. These Sanbao, when you went to pick up people before, are you really sure there is no one at the door? Back to His Highness. The slaves went to the prayer gate early in the morning to wait from beginning to end. I never saw a guard appear at the door. It stands to reason that it shouldn't be like this. He followed Nangong Yu's deeds and style. She could never have made such a low-level mistake. There is not even a guard at the Qinyan. This is bad. Chong Mao and the others entered the palace. The emperor's grandfather must have known about it. He deliberately removed the guards in advance. Guess that Zhu Yuanzhang deliberately withdrew the guards. Zhu Yun immediately went to the Hall of Heroic Martial Arts. Asked Zhu Yuanzhang to apologize in person. I ran into It seems that even with the help of Phoenicia, he confessed all the things that had oppressed the people for many years. Zhu Yuanzhang only punished them with 20 strokes. This matter was revealed, Father. Could it be that today's event was specially arranged by you? How can we be leading hundreds of thousands of troops, entrenched in the Jinshan area? It has become a major problem in Liaodong. Yesterday, Urchin also met with Chang Mao. Why didn't he say a word about it? Chang Mao apologizes for his... We didn't find out yesterday. Zhu Yun discussed something with the two of them in today's show. We really underestimated this grandson. Rectifying the nobles in Huaishi is a major event that we have been planning for a long time. Because the national treasury is... A lot of gold and silver were searched. I wanted to squeeze out the military. However, his grandson was one step ahead. These nobles took the initiative to stand up and apologize. It seems that the information provided by the Fengyi division, its level of detail is probably more than that of the Jinyui. Father, you know that Fengling... It simply cannot afford to hold such power. Why don't you take it back? The key lies in your mother's words. That's much more important than tokens. Since these are your mother's last words, we should obey. It is precisely because we Case why did his father make Yun a prince? According to Urchin's opinion, it is appropriate to directly canonize him as this. The son meets his father and grandfather. What are you doing when you come to find or if it weren't for you, if it weren't for me, how could the mother and concubine leave us? Continue, and then about the death of the mother and concubine. Father, have you never had the slightest doubt? The mother and concubine were in a few years. The three sons were born one after another, and all of them were gone. But only 10 days after giving birth to a son, unfortunately, he died of a hemorrhagic disease. This is a disease of blood collapse. It usually only appears when a woman gives birth for the first time. May I ask your father, you only know how to blame me for all this. Have you ever thought that your mother and concubine really died because of me? You. 88. What else did you find? Father Wang, it's not just the death of my mother that makes people feel confused. Evan, the death of the eldest brother is extremely sudden. No 00. The eldest brother did die of smallpox. However, this smallpox is a very contagious disease. Even the imperial grandmother who takes care of the eldest brother, nor was he infected with this terrible smallpox. Is it true or false? There are the imperial doctors who diagnosed the eldest brother. They all died one after another within a few years, and without exception all died in so-called accidents. Since someone dares to be... Father, please calm down for a moment. Listen. It can be seen from what happened to... And the... It is impossible to... There must be a force hidden behind. So what are you going to do? Because this matter is widely involved, so the process... It will even take more than 10 years to completely find out. Grandfather, you and your father are in high positions. All forces are watching. Once you start investigating, if you are not careful. But Sun Chen and So I will investigate this. In that case, then you can tell us. Anyway, let's start. We have been cautious all our lives and are careful everywhere, but I pay my respects to your majesty, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, and His Royal Highness the Prince. Flatten. Nangong Yue, I need the Thingy Division to closely monitor the Eastern Palace, especially the Crown Princess, and in addition, monitor the East Palace. This is no small matter. How can your highness be in? Say it so bluntly, just do what Yin said. The day after tomorrow. Therefore, the chosen person must be the leader of the elite. Not only to be wise and brave, it is also necessary to act cautiously and be calm. There is no room for any mistakes. In particular, do not scare the snakes by hitting. The original shrimp minister will definitely do his best. If there is the slightest slack, original shrimp memoirs are willing to be severely punished. Shui is from the 5 armies commanders. Offic you replenish the lonely personal army, back to the prince, it has been added. It's just that the situation in Lingnan is complicated. These 1,000 people are not to mention that they were also assigned to carry out tasks. Rajahat and bring it right. There is no imperial grandfather's handwritten instruction. We can't mobilize the Praetorian guards. After Zhu Yuntong and Zhu Yuanzhong talked late at night, travel day and night. Soon he arrived. The last Finally, I will obey. The prince does not know, Lingnan has few soldiers and a large land. In previous years, there were many battles in the surrounding area, and rebellions of mountain people, and barbarians as a result. The Lingnan bandits became increasingly serious. The last general is ashamed of His Majesty's cultivation. It has not been possible to exterminate these people. Please also ask the prince to forgive his sins. General Flower doesn't have to. General Flower does not have to be complacent and self-deprecating. The fault lies not with the general. Next, I will find a. There are many mountainous areas in Lingnan. There are no less than 100. Some of them were the subordinates of King Liang. I came to Lingnan in circles. These bandits are proficient in jungle warfare. Fortunately, these the largest 4-strand bandits are. Can these people recruit? The prince does not know the last. The last general. And the last general. Even a military. The people behind this seem unscrupulous. The backers of these bandits must be positioned in Lingnan Prefecture with high power. At least there is no mention in the report sent by Lingnan Prefecture to Yingtian. Who can block the way of the original Lingnan Prefect? We respectfully welcome your highness. Ladies and gentlemen, I Cheningkuan, the governor of Ling. In the future, you can rely. Your highness, your. Chen Bujing, please write a summary. I will obey. I thought this Zhu Yuntong was young. And it was also distributed to Lingnan. He can completely override Zhu Yun. But now it seems, where is it, like a 10-year-old little doll, who grew. The power of appointment of officials is in his hands. He just needs to move his mouth. It can make a person struggle for decades less. Lord Chen, this Lingnan is so barren at that time. I thought. My lord, I won't hide it from you. Lingnan has a Otherwise, I will be disappointed, and I will find it difficult to The second day of Lingnan, Zhu Yun ordered Hua Mao to bring the Lingnan military map. The supply of the Lingnan garrison was allocated by the half is allocated by the imperial court. Every year half of it is. The chief secretary also grasped the situation of the garrison. In other words, there are. Hua Mao, are you sure that your capital command is okay? Your Highness. Finally know where the problem is. The garrison warehouse. In order to prevent the army from being mobilized privately, the Ming Dynasty did not move its troops. Garrison warehouses are generally managed by the local government, and the garrison you can only open a position after obtaining permission to send troops. So every time the bandits will receive the news in time. The bandits' affairs were temporarily stopped. I will first sort out the things in Lingnan, and then make. The last general respectfully obeyed the king's orders, and the last general took his leave. Qingling, are you in place? Send someone to investigate Chen Xingkuan and Hua Mao in particular, whether Hua Mao is trustworthy. I only have half a month to find. The servants obeyed. My lord, I think Chen Xingkuan is a breakthrough. Chen Xingkuan was in Lingnan before. I don't know. It's extremely easy to find his flaws, and we don't. No one came to see the orphan today, they were all watching. Said left shortly after one article about Sei found the news of the decentralization of the Lingnan governorate immediately reached the ears. What? I want to accuse race chief historian. I don't know if you must know that Chen Bujing is the governor of Lingnan, a second-rank senior official. I saw it in the Ministry of Revenue Lingnan Chaozhou Just now, Chen Xingkuan said that more than 8,470 were distributed to Chaozhou prefectures and counties. It seems this way, Chen Xingkuan and Chaozhou prefectures and counties are bound to be corrupt. Please also ask your highness to discern clearly. Chen Bujing, do you have the Chaozhou mansion acres recorded by the Ministry of Household Affairs? It when I smell. Isn't it just a struggle for power? Wait, I, Chen Xingkuan, can have today now. The number of acres of land in Chaozhou Prefecture was not reported in time. It's your responsibility. If this happens again, it will be severely punished. I express my gratitude to your highness for your kindness. Remember this lesson, and take it as a warning. The Song family belongs to the descendants of the Simu people. After several generations of development, the family. How about the news that asked you to inquire about this Chen Kun? Humph, this Chen Xingkuan is become. Master, there is a saying. Then slaughter and eat, change to an obedient sheep. Do you see if we want it? Chen Xingkuan is just presumptuous in words, but what needs to be done will still be done after all. For his wife and Chen Xingkuan will not tear. Then send a message to Original Shrimp Memoir. Raja, this letter was placed at the door of the minister the night before yesterday. He instructed the evil servant to break his. If the clear is. Gu has been doing this for at least. The letter is neatly formatted although the font is ugly, but if the words are appropriate, they are definitely written by scholars. Can be. Or there is collusion with. Yesterday, I went to verify the authenticity of what was written in the letter. There is indeed such a thing, but this was in October of the 19th year of. The prince is a great talent, and I sincerely. Why do you want to do what that man wants? Let them eat the dog. Isn't it okay for us to sit still and watch the play? The main culprit was beheaded and raided, and the county magistrate was dismissed and investigated. Xia, Shang, and Zhou were not allowed to enter the officialdom. You go for it. Sanbao, go and call Chen Ingkuan. I have seen the Lord Lonely Lord Chen, take a look. Give me an explanation. You don't want to do it anymore, you know. Just by this matter I can dismiss your officials. My lord, I deserve to die. I know I was wrong. Now that I know I was wrong, what happened earlier? Take a good look at who this report letter is addressed to. It is written to Han Yi just now. Han Yi asked to leave you alone, send your family. Do you want to send your family on the road? Lord, spare my life. The prince knew he was wrong. This matter was suppressed by loneliness. It's just that your cousin must die. If you don't value you, that's it. Just this one. This must be the Song family's goes to test themselves, but there are benefits. My cousin is Cloth, Governor. Are you Huang Shirong? I am. It is located in the southwest of Lingnan City. 3 abandoned shipyards after Zhu. What happened to those shipwrights now? Everything went well over there, and I went to see it. Those 3 shipyards are all available. The keel platform, the tung oil mill, and the twisted cable pile. Let me give you instructions. These boatmen. I feel that maritime trade should. This is also the top priority for the development of Lingnan's economy. I will definitely live up. Raja, this is what Feng Si has been looking for. Sure enough, it's almost as I guessed. These bandits. Some were forced. The other part is raised. Do something shameful in the name of a bandit. This Chen Kun. The Lingnan Song family is also on this list of family that can be cleaned up by the emperor's grandfather. It doesn't seem to be a good stubble. If the Matsu family. Now the situation. Your Highness, you are suffering no chance of a horizontal fork. That's right. Get rid of those if you can take it under the devil. It is of great help to the planning of the solitary future. I have to think of a way to let Chen Lukuan and the Song family focus on the other person. Why don't you have. The Song family will have a if you copy this batch of ships at that time. The Matsu family just sent a letter to Sai after beating Chen Aokuan. Your head is very good. Yes, just do it. He was. Take advantage of the night to rush to. Detain all the goods there to the orphan General Hua. I order you to take the Navy's ship alone. This matter is before the action. Never miss the... My... It... Just block the entrance to the seal. Only is not to let the Navy send points. You just have to do it. Finally, It's over. The prince rushed to discover the Song family smuggling ship. What am I going to do? Sound warning. No, Zhang Shi's stunned young man is on the side if I dare to act rash. How did... I accidentally learned that there was a smuggling ship. The prince told me to take you with me. I, Chen Kuan, have bothered the prince. Okay, wait for me to... If you show up again... Be good, good. Look at this big ship, the materials you... Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who it is. Thank you for your hard work, Master Chen. Finding out the smuggling case. Master Chen, who is the owner of this smuggling, this? Master Chen, is this question difficult to answer? Such a huge smuggling, only the Song family in Lingnan can have such a handwriting. Is it the Matsu family? Is it the Song family that His Majesty ordered his descendants to never be hired? That's right, it's this one. Who is the steward here? Grass, 88 grass people. I will see the prince soon. Are you from the Song family? The grass people are the stewards of the Song family. Who are... These are the mute slaves of the Matsu family. But I am a Ming people. These were overseas slaves bought from Siamese Kampa and other places. Master Chen, how many things were seized this time? Return to your highness. The seizure of smuggled spices from the Song family was about 9,000 stones. Ivory, gemstones and other valuable items have not yet been... All the soldiers present were rewarded with 5 taels each, Lord Chen. If you reply to the prince, you can put down the... Load the goods and silver into these carriages. Just let those mute slaves move. Except for this steward, the rest will be solved on the spot. General Hua, lead people to assist Zhang Shi. Leave these ships to the Navy. After the shipyard cleaned up in a few days, send it there to be converted into a warship. The last general is not good at words. I have always wanted to tell you, my lord. If you need anything in the future, you can speak up and tell me. Fill the Navy as soon as possible and strengthen training. The Navy will be the top priority for the solitary army in the future. Don't worry, your highness. The last general must go all out. The Matsu family has reached the point of waiting for the imperial court to raid our family and destroy it. It's too late. Original Patriarch 3 Memoirs. Why don't we incorporate the bandits with the financial resources of the... Are you stupid? Even if the Lingnan bandits are used by you, it's not that Zhu Yuanzhang beat him back to his ancestral land. Although Lingnan does not have... But don't forget that Zhu Yuanzhang has 1,000,000 troops in his hands. It's wrong not to say it, it's even wrong to say it. Who is the head of the family? What are you doing there? The head of the family is depressed since the rebellion failed. Then why don't we go to... How about we return to our ancestral land, clan elder, although what you said is a way. But we gave up everything in the Ming Dynasty after going to sea with money. We are just... Those predators will... Without Daming as a backer, the Song family is nothing father, elder. I think it's since the king. Why can't we pull Zhuyan in? Our Matsu. Even adults can't stand it. Not to mention a 10-year-old. Moreover, Zhuyun is the second son of the current prince. But he didn't the Han people. We can. At that time, our Song family can also end up with a dragon at Shizai. How sure are you to persuade Zhuyun? I have not been sure at all since I came forward. I have not been in contact with Zhuyun. So I can't draw conclusions. Isn't this an opportunity now? You brought the gift to plead on behalf of the Matsu family. Just got in touch with Zhuyun. I'll go prepare a gift to meet Zhuyun. The next generation of our Song family is courageous. The head of the family really has a good son. Our Songjia has this future head of the family. Rod, Song's eldest son, Songshi. Original shrimp memoir. Young Master Song came. If you go back to your highness, the grass. What do you do and what do you do privately? The grass people are. It may be that they will leave at any time. After learning about this, I wanted the grass people to carry him and apologize, but the grass people were. Add bad luck to your highness. This Songshi is a smart person. It's a pity that he was born in the Matsu family. Young Master Song has been lonely for so long. I assented to it. There is something to say. Your highness, this is a little bit of our Song. Please smile and accept. The things listed on the gift list can be worth a lot. Here are still 100,000. Your Song family is rich and willing to spend money. I just don't know. The lives of everyone in your Song family are worth this little money. Smuggling spices regardless of court orders. I have nothing to say. It's time to raid the house. The head should be beheaded, and everything should be handled in accordance with the great Ming law. Your highness, please calm your anger. If the gift is not satisfied, this time the Matsu. Please also have a large number of them. Spare the Matsu family this time. The Matsu family will definitely look forward to his highness. Why is young Master Song still kneeling on the ground? Flattened isolation is not aimed at your Song family, but this time, there are a lot of. I believe you lie. What conditions can your highness say? The Song family can do it without refusal. It's very simple. Your Song family chart. This is the lifeblood of the Song Shizai. I advise you to think clearly before answering. I don't know what. For today's plan, I can only agree. Then follow what you. The Song family's chart and 60% of the pure profit of the Song family. Young Master Song is a smart person. If it weren't for the will, I have to let the grasp. If your highness needs it. Memoirs. If you return to Ingtian alone, I will ask for a position for you in front of your majesty again. How can you give a lonely job without a name or a point? The grass people thank your highness. Master Chen, why are you looking for an orphan? It's not. I have nothing to do here. I eat well and sleep soundly here. There is only Lord Chen to assist in the management of Lingnan. Yes, Lord Chen. Don't you have a picture of the beauty of the rivers and mountains, painted by Song Huizong, when to appreciate the orphanage? This. Raj. What is important? Your Highness, this matter is of great importance. It's okay, there are. I know. The biggest of them is this Matsu family. Their caravans were robbed every year but still do not change the route. I noticed that there must be something tricky in it. The Liangsong family has lived in Lingnan for many years, yet they do not know what is happening to Yingtian. It is the clams. I see, Master Chen has worked hard all it's not. Seeing that Zhu Yun didn't mention anything else, Chen Qingkuan breathed a sigh of relief. Don't wait any longer. Hurry up and leave. I never expected things to go so smoothly. People really use any trick in a panic. Whenever you move your brain a little, you can understand the trickiness inside. Shui, you take the map and the Lonely King seal. Hurry up and contact the 100,000 army in Lingnan. Let the generals follow the lonely map. Wipe out all the cottages marked with red marks as soon as possible. The green mark is mainly to After Zhang Shi received the order that night, he sneaked into the mountains of the garrison. Zhang Shi, the commander of the personal guards of the Lingnan County Prince's mansion, has seen the governor. Your Highness, do you have a military order? Wuding Hoguiying is the brother of Guixing, the Duke of Shangxi. Shi had... I didn't recognize it. You kid is talking now than when you were next to Ma Niang. It's so much more interesting. It's good. It's all taught well by the prince, and I learned from the prince. Okay, no nonsense. Let's let the army prepare. Set off early tomorrow morning to suppress bandits. This time can suffocate me. Orders were given to each camp to prepare the pot and prepare meals at the hour of the morning at 3 o'clock in the rabbit. 3 roads entered the mountains to suppress bandits. Your Highness does not know that the army is your commander. Before leaving, he asked me to follow the army. At present, General Gua is leading the troops. Then I'll go back and reply to the prince first. It just so happens that I am missing a breakthrough. It's cheap for you, kid. The suppression of bandits in Lingnan will end in 2 months at most. Seen Zhu Yuntong say that he wanted to suppress bandits, but it has been holding back. Rurue, can you build a... Your memoirs, are you joking with me? This firearm is a secret of the imperial court, and was cast prior. It's more serious than the consequences of casting. Your Highness. Look. Let's modify the 50 ships of the Navy one by one. Plus the angle of impact. These weapons are bed crossbows. Then this crossbowman submitted a memorial to the Ministry of War. See how many... No. My lord, this private bed crossbow is too. If you don't say it, you won't say it. Taya sent it over to say that it floated from the sea. This thing can be made by a few carpenters. Lingnan lacks everything. There is no shortage of wood. He saw Zhuyun firing. Rurue had to agree. He quickly took the drawings and exited the yard. Qingling hasn't the person I was looking for in the Fingy division yet, Your Highness, Tao Qingdao. Don't think about it. He is the battalion officer of the Divine Machine Battalion, and he attaches great importance to it. There are many Jinui around me. Feng Yixi couldn't get close at all. The other person, the prince said to group. Tao Qingdao is currently the first aiming firearms. Let Feng Yixi find. But Zhu Yuanzhang was watching closely. Feng Yixi has never succeeded. Cargo ships. The head of the family. The head of the family. So the little one ran to the cottage and sent it. Found. Say. What was found? Hurry up. The young master, the head of the family, is depressed. You can't be stimulated again. Close the door. You make what you just said clearly. What happened in the cottage? The little one ran into the cottage gate. I found that the cottage was the cottage. The little one had the courage to get closer and find it. These people, are all taken away. The little one ran to the nearby village to take a look, and it was all gone. Do you know who did it? Young master. Original shrimp memoir. The Lingnan garrison is enough to garrison and each city has its own eyeliner. Even if it is a transfer, there will be news. So this will not. As for Chen Xingkuan, it is even the situation that can be so. Only tens of thousands of people can do it so cleanly. Listening to the description is not the style of a band. Happy talent, happy talent. Father, where is the son? What's wrong? Father, you fell. The doctor has already. Get a good. Then I'll. You all know about it. At the moment. What to do next? And immediately go to Is there the same thing? Young man. Assuming he did it. But the question is, where did. Has anyone here received the news of the. What can be mobilized is the Lingnan garrison. Whoever did it. They are all for our Song family, so I secretly pack. Once something is wrong. We took the secret road to Baisha Bay with a soft one. Contact the Cheongzhou branch to arrange 30 clippers to respond to the Ghost Reef. As long as you live, it is more important than anything else. Now Song. Although there are unwillingness, but they are. My lord, the Fingy Guard is here to report the people of the Song family have been cleaning up the mud. Your Highness, do you want to act now? How many generations have they worked here in There are too many. So unless it is a last resort, the Matsu family will not. He ordered some. Turn over all the caves and woods close to the sea. The only way for the Matsu family to escape is to leave by boat, and the Song family must have a tunnel. Leads to a hidden seaside cave. I think I'm happy because I'm conceited and the feet are played. It's ridiculous. When my Pine family was crisscrossing the sea, the ancestors of the Zhu family are still making food in the soil, but if the Ming Dynasty does not have a place for my Song family, then take your clansmen out, fight for ours. The people of the Matsu family, as everyone knows, Lord, go back. I did. My lord, I have no. Are you Song? I can make the 3. Zhuyun. I won't tell you even if it's 3. Matsu longevity year. Do you think someone from your Song family can still escape from the lonely? How many people do you have in Zhuyun's hands? My Matsujiya has a large population. Can you really catch them all? Joke. Your Zhu family wait, my Song family will come soon. I forgot to tell you this person is Song Zhou, 1,000 households of the Lingnan Jinui. Do you really think that you can't mobilize the Jinui? You have mastered more than a dozen tunnel exits of your Song family. You say yes, Song Qing, Raja. The small one has been done as you requested, please. The people of the Song family were imprisoned before Guoying and Zhang. It took a month and a half to eliminate all the bandits in Lingnan. Now he has returned to the Lingnan County. How did it appear in the Lingnan army? I was indeed going to Liaodong to quell the rebellion. You can go halfway to receive His Majesty's secret decree. Let me return. After arriving in Yunnan, Another secret commanding the one. 2. So the Marquis. Memoirs Your Majesty did. So the minister naturally. General Guo, how did the Lingnan army arrange with those prisoners? Replying to the prince, the Lingnan army has made arrangements 2 days after repairing. He began to go to Daimu Tunshan. After the count, the total number of prisoners was more than 37, 100 more than 10,000 of them are villagers. I think these people should be registered dispersed to various states for the people. I plan to convert the original garrison in Lingnan into a garrison army. Some of the guards who took the smuggling of the Song family let them guard the island. General Guo, the 100,000 Lingnan army you brought back was changed to a standing army. He did not engage in farming, but training is for the captured young and strong. They were all incorporated into the Lingnan army. These bandits are good at jungle warfare. My lord, these hundreds of thousands. And also I plan to select 30,000 elites from these. Zhu Yun finally figured it out. Why did Zhu Yuanzhang arrange for Guoying to come to Lingnan to command the army? This is Lao Zhu arranging for people to come and see him. Fortunately, the Song family's treasury was confiscated, and Guoying's subordinates were not used. Otherwise, this property must not be handed over to the Yingtian treasury. It seems that Marquis Wooding knows this too. I will arrange to select the elite. Don't worry. I just want to ask you, when the time comes, will you report to the orphan imperial grandfather? Everything is normal here, my lord. I have nothing to report. Then I'll wait and see. I won't let you be. My lord, the search. 7 million taels of silver in the Song family. He had 700,000 taels of gold there. The value is currently immeasurable. Throughout the ages, silver and gold alone exceeded. I decided to open a workshop. Lingnan Land Dukian village. It is really not. Various workshops were opened to fill the lack of fields. I think it is based on your highness's ideas. The best way to come out is to come up with a unique path, then wait for the Jinui to catch people. Let's discuss it again. Your Highness, the early March. Naha Station troops in Qingzhou. Marquis Yong. In mid-April, Fengsheng, the Duke of Song, was already preparing to be in Quanha. Huizhou Fuyu, deigning built a city to garrison. After hearing this, Nahachu abandoned his old nest and fled east to Jinshan. Is there any news about? Feng Yixi did not receive news from Zheng Guigong. There is also a new. It seems that the emperor's grandfather is not at ease with the lonely fourth uncle. Lu and Zhu Yunma were in their absence, didn't you? There is a maid next to Lu who is very vigilant. The people of the Fengyi division have not yet been trusted, so no useful news was obtained. Zhu Yunma went to greet His Majesty and the Crown Prince every day recently. He has a close relationship with a companion reader of the Eastern Palace named Huang Zicheng. The other is His Highness the Crown Prince, since the prince left it. Humph, Huang Zicheng. According to the history that my eldest brother told me, the person who gave Zhu Yun Mosquito an idea, there is only one Chi Tai missing. Otherwise, Lu's work has. It's even harder to check now. Li Jinglong's 3-year filial. The slave. It is the help of the military. Just arrange Li Jinglong to Zhu Yunwen. Then it is bound to be regarded. Isn't that just being manipulated by yourself? Your Highness, this is the plan I wrote according to your wishes. Please also take a. The minister found a secret place. There is also a river leading to the sea. Matches your requirements. There are forests around it as shelter, so you can be safe. Then choose here, if you are. Lingnan was mostly a place of exile. There are many capable. As for iron ore, the area around Foshan has been excavated since the Tang and Song Dynasty sand. There is a river under Foshan that runs in all directions. Down the river is Lingnan City, which is very convenient, but there is a smelting workshop of the Ministry of Industry over there. We have to pay attention to each other at all times and also to find a new pit from Foshan. Mining is not in a hurry. Go to Xiaozhou Shiren Cockroach Separate Lion Gupa Mountain in the west of Lingnan to find mineral veins. Not the same as hematite, the ore. The ore Zhu Yunxi said is tungsten. Where there is tungsten ore, there will be a... I remembered, and I sent someone to... I have to calculate the amount of for... The people of the Ming Dynasty are miserable. If you are a laborer, you have your own way. Sanbao, go and call Wu Dingho. My lord, what do you need to do? General Guo, are there nothing to do these days except for military training? Yes, your highness, I am an idle temperament. Could it be? My lord, do you want me to? General Guo, don't worry, how can... Do you think Annan and Kampa are good targets? Your highness, these two small countries are poor and remote. What products are worth taking? General Guo, you don't know this. Annan is rich. There are also various precious woods, and the memory is not only that they also have a lot of gold, silver and copper. Every year, millions of stones of grain are purchased from Kampa at low prices and transported to Daming for sale, and the grain price in Kampa is only 1/10 of the price of grain in the Ming Dynasty. There are countless treasures. Gold, silver, copper mines and grain were lacking in the Ming Dynasty. My lord, I will lead the army to copy for them, General. Things can't run away when they are placed there. You veterans swept away these two small countries. We still have to... Zhonghua City is used as a material supply base at that time. All the ships in Lingnan will be left alone. Send 30,000 troops to Yenzhou and Annan. From Yenzhou, go south along the seaside. Huamao will lead the ship south along the same coast. When the time came, they plundered the treasury, and the perch was loaded back one after another. After looting the other party's important town, Mindorang. This mission is considered complete, my lord. Is it to take valuable food and food? My lord, I will prepare now. Especially the flags, costumes and the sold. Your highness, I have... Huamao went to Cheongzhou. It is estimated that he will be back in 2 days. Let's do it. Set off in 7 days. I will send you a guide when the time comes. Guoying and Huamao went overseas to generate income for the time being. Today, who are you? Why do you want to... Thief, waiting for my family. Arrest them all. Monkey business, don't let people loosen yet. Even if it... Where did you put my mother? Where is his mother? His mother is finites, just that there are some discomfort along the way. When the slave found out, he immediately sent him to the house to rest. His solitary name is Yuntong, and he is the prince of Lingnan. The subordinate Lu Zhuangchuang captured them, and the grass people pay their respects to his highness the prince. Excuse... If I remember... The grass people are young. You can travel around to find it. I am just a grass tea, who has not even passed the township examination. Why do you value a royal relative so much? You are young, Daoying. Grass people. Yang Rong. You are Yang Pu, Yang Hongji. Zhuyun spared no effort to invite... It is the elder of the 5 dynasties of the Ming Dynasty recorded in the history books. It is also Zhu Xiaoming's special reminder of the talents that need to be gathered. You go down and clean up first. I'll talk to you later. Father, take a look. Your grand... This is a... It is not easy for you not. This added more than 100,000 mouths. Father, are you mistaken? The secret It's 10 million. 10 million taels. Our Ming Dynasty's annual tax revenue is only 14 million. No, Yun is still. Biao, write a letter to the family. Let Yun leave 1 million. Send the rest back to us. Father, you also know the relationship between the son and the minister finally improved. You ask your son to write a letter to your family and ask for money. I don't want to be this evil person. Let's kiss Yun and Yun. Fuyud's side made rapid progress. We are still worried about not having. Now it's good with Yun money. The Yellow River also has. The sun has no face. The investigate. Zhu Yuanzhang could only write a letter himself. It was sent to Lingnan by 800 miles expedited to Lingnan. The father was wise. Back plans to give you a concubine. Do you have a choice? Everything. Listen to my father.